It's a beautiful, beautiful Monday here in the Buckhead community of Atlanta. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If you are coming on, please do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the share button, tag Lolly Dolly, everybody, and let them know. Ramonepreston, the squad, we are live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. Please also put in the comments what city you're watching me from. What city are you watching me from? Please put in the comments. Let me know what city you're watching me from. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. If you don't know, now you know. I'm your host, Ramonepreston. And every Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, we show up here on the Ramonepreston Show to share information with you that we know can help you properly start, properly structure, and properly scale your businesses, maybe your ministries, your income streams, and your wealth building dreams. Everything that I share with you on this show is a direct extension of what we provide here at Ramonepreston Enterprises, whether it's our consulting, our coaching, and our training. This is what we specialize in with regard to business and financial success. So if you are looking for information that can help you start, structure, and scale your business and finances, guess what? You've come to the right show. You are on the right channel. You are a part of the right business and financial community. So today, I want to talk to you about how to overcome pain points in your business. How to overcome pain points in your business. So let's begin by at least clarifying what a pain point is. Like, what is a pain point in business? I think it's self-explanatory, ain't it? What is a pain point in business? Well, a pain point in business is a point in your business or somewhere in your business or something in your business that you can point to that you know is causing you a lot of pain. Every business has pain points. Every entrepreneur has pain points. The truth is, even if you're not a business owner or an entrepreneur, just a breadwinner, you're an employee, you're working on a job, you're an everyday person, there are pain points in your financial life. And so I want to show you, how do you overcome these pain points, especially if you're a business owner, an organizational executive. If you're a leader, you got pain points. How are you going to actually overcome these pain points? So again, a pain point is any place in your business or in your finances that you can point out, you can identify with, and you know it is, or those areas are causing you pain. We want to overcome that. We want to fix that, because if you have pain points in your business, you need to know what they are so that you can, in fact, overcome them. So how do you actually overcome these pain points? Well, there are a few things that you're going to have to do, and I'll walk you through a few of them today. And if you have any questions, if you have any things that you just need some information on, feel free to drop the question in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Okay, so today we're talking about overcoming pain points in your business. Again, these pain points are places in your business, areas of your business that are actually causing pain. Okay, so I'll show you how you actually overcome them, but I want you to at least be able to first identify with them. So if there's an area in your business that you know is causing you pain, it's causing you frustration, it's got you up at night, you scrambling around trying to figure out how do you fix this area of your business, that, my friend, is categorically a pain point. Now, once you are able to identify with that pain point or with those pain points, it's best for you to write those things down. So for example, let's say you have a problem with posting content on social media. Well, you need to write that down. I have a problem posting content on social media, because what you want to do is you want to get a list of all the things that's causing you pain in your business. Whether it's, I'm not making enough money, My products and services don't have enough value. I'm not getting enough attention. Nobody's calling me back. I'm not getting the right responses. Nobody's showing up to my event. I'm not able to keep people when I hire them. I can't find the right people. Whatever these issues are, I want you to look at them as possible potential pain points, and I want you to start writing a list down of all the things in your business or maybe in your finances that are causing you pain. Because if you're going to fix a problem, you have to first find the problem. Does that make sense? You can't fix nothing you ain't gonna find. So once you find the problem, you're able to then fix the problem. And so once you write these things down, now you're able to at least begin the process of determining what areas of your business, what main areas, what primary areas of your business that these pain points fall under the category of. And there are only so many primary areas of your business that you have. Like, for example, I like to teach my students and I work with my clients on the 5 corporate roles in a business. Okay, so you have the CEO, you have the COO, you have the CFO, you have the CMO, and you have the CSO. I'm just giving you an example of how these 5 corporate roles can actually help you contextualize or make sense of the pain points in your business. So the CEO, this is the executive office, right? This is the main executive. The COO is the operations. The CFO is the financial. The CMO is the marketing. And the CSO is the sales. Now, one of the reasons why I like to teach this and explain this to my students and clients is because when you're having a whole lot of issues in your business, and there are so many different things that's going on, there are a lot of moving parts, and you're just trying to find what the pain points are and where exactly they are, it's easier for you to take those pain points and start compartmentalizing them. Like you can literally start categorizing them to what area. This is actually how you build a successful business, okay? Because your whole business needs to be built around systems. It needs to be built around processes. But how do you know what systems and processes to actually build if you don't have some type of infrastructure for those systems and processes to sit in? So even if you just use these top 5 corporate roles, the role of the CEO, this is the executive role, right? So that means you got executive systems and executive processes. This is going to be the chief executive officer. This may also reflect the personal assistant, maybe an executive assistant, maybe it's the executive suite. So this is going to reflect a whole lot of different systems and processes and people and activities that are going on. Operations could actually be your service. It could be customer service. Your operations can be tied into IT. It could be admin. It could be it could be, let's see here, products. It could be, of course, you got services right there. It could be your products, how you deliver your products, how you develop your products, product development. A lot of this could be your day-to-day operations. Your financials, this could be your financial systems. This could be QuickBooks. This could be your accounts receivable. It could be accounts payable. It could be invoicing. It could be payment processing, PP. It could be a whole lot of different things that fall under that category. Marketing, this could be social media. This could be your email campaigns. This could be your messaging. This could be your messaging. This could also play a big role in your branding, how you're branding yourself. Marketing can also play a role in your PR, your public relations. Sales, this could be your presentations. This could be your scripts. This could tie into your products and services. This could tie, sales and marketing can tie into your events, things that you put on. So I'm just giving you an example to show you that when you're trying to identify or find pain points in your business, when your goal is to find pain points in your business, you've got to know where these pain points fit into. And so you can simplify it by at least making sure that your business represents these 5 corporate roles. So even if you don't have 5 people to fill these roles, there was a time when I first started my business, I was all 5. Okay, I was all 5, and I had to be responsible for all 5. Even my wife, who is now the COO, she was like, I'm not taking that position unless you figure out these other roles so that I'm not confused about what I'm supposed to do. And then you got me looking bad because you ain't figured out the other stuff. But it's important for you to at least have these roles carved out so that you know who will represent what when it's time for you to bring people on. See, a lot of entrepreneurs, they hire people, they hire virtual assistants, they try to get people to come in and work for their business and help them, but we don't really know where they work at, what areas of the business they fit into. How can you categorize them? So it's important for you to do this. And when you're able to do that, then it makes it easier for you to take those pain points and for you to start working those pain points out so that at some point you can overcome them. Because now, let's say, for example, if you're having an issue with sales, let's say if making sales is a pain point for you. That's a pain point for every business owner. So that's a common pain point. So let's say your pain point is sales. I'm not making enough sales. Okay, well, we'll put that here. We'll put it under this category. So now we're able to start looking into why not making enough sales is a pain point. Why is that considered a pain point? Well, it may be because we don't have a script. It may be because we don't have a sales process. It may be because we're not trained and we don't have the skills to sell or to close deals. It may be we don't have the right marketing and we're not getting enough attention or leads so that we can actually make a sale. Maybe when we start looking at this pain point of sales, we realize that, oh, we have an operational issue. Our products and services are not being delivered the right way. People are not getting onboarded. Our reputation is bad. So we got a marketing issue. So it's easier for you to use these 5 corporate roles as a banner, if you will, to help you find or identify with pain points in your business. See, I talk with a lot of people, clients, people who are not clients, and when we start going through our initial assessment, it don't take me long to realize that, oh, okay, here are the pain points, and this is what needs to be done for you to overcome the pain points. But I'm able to do it quickly because I'm looking at what they're going through, and I'm looking at it with the lens of understanding these five corporate roles. So it's going to be very important for you to be able to understand those corporate roles so that you can find the pain point. And when you find the pain point, you can figure out the best strategy to overcome the pain point. Most common pain points that people have, I'm going to give you some of the common pain points that people have. And just about any business owner or entrepreneur you talk with, they're going to have these common pain points. The first most important pain point is structure. That's why I talk about it so much. This is a major pain point for a lot of people. How is this a major pain point? Because a lot of entrepreneurs, they start businesses the wrong way. So they start operating businesses, but they don't think about having a holding company and using that holding company to house that operating company just in case they get bored doing what they're doing, or just in case that ain't really the main thing they want to do, it's just what's making money right now. So what happens is, when most entrepreneurs structure their businesses, they take their operating entity and they make their operating entity their main entity at the top. So they put this operating entity at the top. And now what happens is, in 6 months, when you get bored about this, or when this no longer works the way you want it to work, you have to scrap the whole entity and throw it away, because that's how you built your entire operation. But when you structure it the right way, this is why this is a pain point, and you put your holding company at the top. This becomes your top company, holding company. Let me just spell it out just in case you come on and you don't know what I'm talking about. If you put your holding company at the top, now when you start an operating company down here, if this company doesn't work in 6 months, it doesn't change the main company. If this company goes out of business, or if you just get bored and no longer want to do this, changing this is not going to change that. This is one of the reasons why structure is a major pain point for a lot of business owners. Now, let me give you some solutions if you have structure as a pain point. Here's how you can overcome it. If you already have an existing LLC, okay? If you have an existing LLC over here, this is your operating LLC. You out there using your LLC to make money. You trying to get the bag. You trying to build a business, and you're still grinding out. But you want to have the right structure so that this is not a pain point for you. Then I would recommend that you start a holding company. This could be a new entity that you start. You start a holding company. And all you do is just transfer the ownership of existing LLC to current LLC. This is how you overcome the structure pain point, okay? This is how you overcome the structure pain point. Again, if you have an existing LLC, but it's not a holding company, you start a new holding company. This is how you overcome this obstacle. You start a new holding company and you transfer the ownership of existing LLC to current LLC. So now this LLC is owned by that LLC. Whatever your pain points become in your business, it will not affect your structure because you've structured this company the right way. I think every entrepreneur, every business owner should structure their companies like that. It's going to save you a lot of stress. It's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to save you a lot of energy, and it's definitely going to save you a lot of money. So that's how you overcome the structure pain point, okay? So maybe within that you have certain issues that are considered pain points. Maybe it's filing the paperwork, forming the entity. If you don't know how to file and form the entity, or how to transfer the ownership and the paperwork, all you need to do is reach out to me. I have information and resources that we can help you get that done. And it ain't gonna take a lot of time. It ain't gonna take a lot of stress. It ain't gonna take a lot of money. As a matter of fact, we can move all the stress and the time and the money issues out of the way. So if you need help with fixing that pain point in your structure, just reach out to us, okay? Let's see here. If you have any questions, please put the questions in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. So one of the common pain points in businesses is the structure, because a lot of entrepreneurs, they have gotten bottlenecked. Like, this is what they've done. They put this operating company over them, and they've made the operating company the ceiling. And so now they're bottlenecked. They can't go no further. than their landscaping company. They can't go no further than their plumbing company. They can't go no further than their apparel company. They can't go no further than their personal assistance company or their marketing company, because that operating company belongs here. The holding company belongs on top of the operating company, not the operating company. Because when this doesn't work, or when you're ready to exit, maybe you're ready to pivot and move on to something else, it's easier to start a new entity under your holding company than it is trying to move this, because you got an operating company. I don't want to do this no more. Now I need to start over. So that's a very, very, very big pain point that a lot of people deal with. And I see my fair share of entrepreneurs and business owners who deal with that. Now, what are some other pain points that are common? Another common pain point for a lot of entrepreneurs is the systems pain point. This is a pain point for a lot of people, because a lot of people don't necessarily know how to operate systems. But here's what I want you to understand about systems. Running a business is really about running systems. Do you understand that? Running a business is really about running systems. I really want you to, comprehend what I just said. So when you say you want to own a business and you starting a business, or you're a business owner, what you should be saying is, I want to start a system. I want to own and run systems. Because if you don't figure out the system part of owning and running a business, most likely this is going to always be a pain point to you. This is another common pain point for a lot of entrepreneurs. So if you are an entrepreneur and you own a business, whether you own a holding company or not, if you don't have systems in place, I already know you're in a lot of pain, because you don't really know if you're coming or going when you don't have systems. Because systems are either going to be a blessing to you, or they're going to feel like they're a curse to you. And that's going to have a lot to do with how you familiarize yourself with running them. So how are systems common pain points for entrepreneurs? Well, let's look at some of the common systems, okay? I just gave you 5 in the beginning. So as an executive, you have executive systems. You have executive systems. So when you have an executive system in your business, another word for executive systems, you will hear it in more professional circles. It could be general operating systems. So a general operating system, which is similar to, or another way of explaining executive systems, a general operating system is some type of systematic approach and infrastructure you have and you've taken to run your business. So when you have a GOS, or a general operating system, or an executive system, you as the executive, the chief executive officer, you as the CEO, you actually have a grip on how your company needs to run. You know that you understand that there's a protocol. Most of the times when you have a general operating system, you probably have a vision for your company. Okay, let me just write that down. You probably have a vision for your company. You probably have a mission for your company. You probably have core values. You may even have like brand pillars and taglines for your business, but you have some type of infrastructure that you have built to show how your company actually runs. So if you had to have a diagram, your diagram will look like this. You're the CEO, you have your COO, you have your sales manager, you have your marketing manager, you have your financial manager, you may have an assistant over here, this person may have an assistant, and you have other smaller departments within each of these departments, and you just continue to build that out and it continues to grow. That, I know mine is sloppy because I can't draw, but that would be a depiction of what a general operating system looks like. So if systems are pain points to your business, that means it may be an executive system pain point. You do not have that system. You don't understand how to build that infrastructure. So you're going to have to get help. You're going to have to hire a consultant or a company or a coach, or you're going to have to just take a lot of time and money and effort to educate yourself on how to build an executive system or general operating system for your business. You got to do it. You got to do it. I had to do it. I had to figure it out. I had to pay. I had to put time and effort in to figure it out. And I'm telling you, the fact that I put all these systems and processes together, and I still work on these systems and processes every day, it has made my business better. It has made my life better. But systems are pain points. So you have executive systems that could be pain points. I just explained how your executive system can be pain points. Another system, common systems are your sales. That's a system. Your marketing. That's a system. Your financials. That's a system. And your operations. This will be more of your admin, your administration. So these are the other main systems. So you have the executive system here. System. This is the executive system. Or we'll abbreviate it, your general operating system. But this system here should influence these systems here. Because if you have this system in place, it's going to make it easier for you to have someone that stands between you and these other systems who can make sure that whatever it is that you want done through your vision, your mission, and your core values, that is actually getting done. So systems can be a major pain point to a business when you don't have your systems in place. Appreciate the comments on YouTube, those of you that are commenting. If you have any questions, I want you to just reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. But again, if your systems are pain points, you have to first look at your executive system. Do you have a general operating system for your business? Do you have a vision? Do you have a mission? Do you have core values? Do you have some type of infrastructure set up that you can actually use as a diagram to show how your business is going to run? Because it's going to make it easier for you to implement processes when you have these systems. If you don't have the systems, you ain't got the processes. Because how do you know what steps you need to take as an executive? How do you know what you need to be measuring in these areas in terms of processes if you do not have systems? So the systems precede the processes, if that makes sense. Now, how are sales systems pain points? Well, you ain't making no sales. You don't have a sales process. You don't have a sales script. You don't have sales training. You don't have the right information. So you don't really know how to communicate to people that you do come into contact with so that they can become clients and customers to your business. How are marketing systems pain points? Well, you might not know how to market yourself. You might not know how to create the right messages. You might not even know who you really are in the marketplace and how you're supposed to position yourself. And you might not even know the identity of your business yet. And that's going to show up in your marketing. This is one of the reasons why a lot of business owners don't go on social media. They won't stand in front of a camera. They won't talk about their business or their products and services because they don't have any, or they don't understand what they have because they haven't put it in a systematic format. Okay? How are financial systems pain points? Well, your financial systems are pain points because you could be making a lot of money and still have pain points in your finances. One way is you're paying a lot of taxes because you do not know how to properly manage your income and expenses. You don't have a financial management system like QuickBooks. You don't know how to forecast so that you can minimize your tax liability. You don't know creative strategies for deductions and so forth and so on. And it's affecting you financially. Or you're just not making no money, so you ain't got nothing to track anyway. And your operations are the same. Like, I just talked to a client that really has a pain point right here in the operational department, where we're going to be working on some strategies to show them how to bring in some type of assistant so that they can start streamlining their processes and putting some of the day-to-day activities of those job descriptions onto assistants who can help them so that they can continue to be the executives that they're supposed to be, to make more sales, do more marketing, and have financials that they can actually track. So these are just a few of the common pain points that are in businesses. I'll share this with you, and we'll end it with this. But one of the final pain points that I want to talk about in your business is the pain point of the executive, his or herself. So if you're the CEO, if you're the entrepreneur, if you're the breadwinner, the biggest pain point may not be your structure. The biggest pain point may not be your systems. The biggest pain point might be you, because there's a lack of information. So information, or the lack thereof, can be a pain point. This can be a major, major pain point. So, of course, systems are pain points. Structure is a pain point. But information, or the lack thereof, this could be a pain point. Why? Because you don't know enough about running a business. This is where information becomes a pain point. When you don't know enough about running a business, that means you do not have enough information on running a business. So think about everything that I just covered. I covered structure as a pain point. So we talked about starting a holding company, filing and forming the paperwork, making sure that your organization is structured and set up the correct way. If you don't have information on how to do it, you're never going to do it. You're going to just keep talking about, yeah, I need a holding company. Yeah, I need to restructure my company. Yeah, I need to file and form my paperwork. Yeah, I need to know the ins and outs of how to run these types of entities. But if you never get the info, you never put it to practice. The second pain point we talked about, systems. Executive systems, or having a general operating system. Well, if you don't have information on that, okay, I have a whole course just on how to build out a general operating system. I call it my business incubator. We have an entire program put together just to show people and to work with them to help them build their infrastructures out. If you don't know how to do that, guess what? You're never going to do it. Sales, marketing, financials, operations. These are systems that you have to have if you're going to have a successful business. There is no successful business on this planet that doesn't have those systems. Every successful business has sales systems, marketing systems, financial systems, operating systems. And guess what? If you're a Christian, if you're a part of the faith community, you saved, you're a part of the church, or might be a church leader or a faith leader or a community leader, or you got a nonprofit organization, and you might be thinking, yeah, that don't apply to me. Yes, it do, boo. Oh, yes, it does, bruh. It does apply to you, because your nonprofit is still a entity. It's just a nonprofit entity. It's set up for not-for-profit purposes when it comes to the IRS, but you still got a bank account. You still got to have a revenue. You still got to have revenue, whether it's coming from sales of products and services or donations and sponsors or grants. You still need revenue. You still have to market your nonprofit, or at least get the word of your nonprofit out. You still got to track your financial transactions. You still have to have some type of organizational operation. You still got departments. So it's always across the board, no matter if it's a for-profit or a nonprofit. But if you ain't got that information, this is one of the things that I take a lot of pride in, because I don't just consult people on business and finance. I don't just coach people on what they should do in business or with their finances. I educate people. I want my clients to be educated. I mean, every client that I have, and even the people who haven't become clients, if I've ever talked to them about business and finance, at some point I may have told them, even if I help you as a consultant, or do some of the work with you and for you as a consultant, or even if I coach you as a coach, I still want to educate you, because I want you to know how to fish. You hear the old saying, there's an old adage, there's an old saying, you can give a man a fish and that man will eat for a day. You can give that man a fish, that man will eat for a day. But if you teach him how to fish, or her, they'll eat for a lifetime. So I'm not just into giving you the fish of providing a service. I want to actually show you how to fish by providing information. So if you're dealing with any of these pain points in your structure, in your systems, or just the pain point of not having the right information because you can't find it. You look on YouTube, you search YouTube, you Google, you listen to videos, you watch people, you follow people, but you cannot gather enough information in one place to figure out how to move forward in your business and in your finances. Let's change that narrative. I have a program that I put together to make it easy for you so that you can learn how to properly start and structure a holding company, how to run your holding company, how to manage the day-to-day operations for you. I have a program that I put together to teach you the basics of business systems, to show you how to be a CEO, how to live like a CEO, how to run your company like a CEO. We teach you about sales and marketing and financials and operations, and we give you the blueprint. We give you the information, and we walk with you through each phase of this process while you're building your business. So I want to give you access to this information. I would love to get you started so that you can see success in your business and in your finances. Everybody that starts a business most likely starts it for two reasons. Both reasons, by the way: for profit and for a purpose. Yeah, for a profit and for a purpose. And depending on what type of person you are, depending on where you at in your life, you might start your business for a purpose, even more for a profit, but at some point you're going to need a profit. Some people start for a profit, and in time it becomes a part of their purpose. In any event, in order for you to be successful in it, you got to have the right information and you got to have the right support. You got to have the right structure, the right systems. And I want to provide that all together in one package for you. So all you have to do is text. If you're interested in getting this information and learning how to put these structures and systems together, I want you to text Millionaire right now to 404-478-7213. That's what I want you to text, the word millionaire, because that's what I want you to be. I want you to be a millionaire. I want you to become a millionaire. But I know there is absolutely no way you're going to become a millionaire if you do not have structure, the right structure, systems, the right systems, and the complementary information on how to run and manage the day-to-day operations of that structure and those systems. So a lot of that information is going to be about creative tax strategies, understanding how to move your resources around in your company ecosystem before you pay taxes, and how to invest. All these different pieces of the puzzle play a big role. So it ain't no just you do one thing and everything works. It ain't just you get one piece of information and everything is going to be fixed. No, it's a series of steps that you're taking, and each step requires a series of information that you're getting, and collectively you put yourself in a position to actually become a millionaire. So in a way, it seems complicated, but it's really easy once you figure the formula out. And I believe that I've figured a formula out that can work for everyday people who are willing to invest the time, though, who are willing to invest the effort, and who are willing to invest the money to get access to it. Hey, it took me 19 years of being a full-time entrepreneur to get where I'm at. And a lot of the information, a lot of the information that I give away, you might as well say I give it away for free. I mean, you really might as well say I give it away for free, because I over-deliver. I over-deliver with information. But I do that for a lot of different reasons. Number one, I do it because that's just who I am. I'm going to always give away everything I got. I love helping people and sharing information with people. I'm a teacher. I'm an educator. This is who I am. I'm a preacher. Every preacher likes to talk anyway, so it doesn't matter what information they're sharing, biblical stories or business principles. Preachers want to give away everything anyway. We want to pray for you. We want to preach to you. We want to prophesy to you. We don't never want to stop our sermons. We want to keep going and keep going and keep going. We want to tell more stories and more stories. That's just what we do by nature. That's one of the reasons. Another reason is because I already know it's only so much information you're going to remember anyway. So unless you're going to stick around long enough, if I give you everything today, you're not going to remember most of it next week. So it takes commitment and consistency. The people who listen to me consistently over time and take action on what I'm telling them to do and keep growing are the people who are really winning. I just had a session, a Zoom session, with 2 of my licensees. They are licensees. So our licensing program, we have a licensing program that starts at $25,000. They are licensees. They started out as prospects, leads. We didn't even know them. They didn't even know us. Once we got introduced to them and they got introduced to us, we had one conversation in the parking lot. And literally, before that conversation ended in the parking lot, they were like, send me the information, we're in. We sent them the information. Within a week, they became clients in our coaching program. Within like 4 to 5 months, they became licensees because they realized or recognized that this is an opportunity for them. And they took the information we were giving them, even while we were coaching them. They took what we gave them in the parking lot. I gave them enough information in the parking lot that they was like, oh my God, we leaving too much money on the table. And then once I started coaching them, they was like, oh no, we want it all. And now we're having sessions with them as licensees, preparing them to become certified coaches and consultants, showing them how to build $1 million business. And they're already moving in that direction. They're going to be blueprint millionaires. I know they are, because they put forth the time, the effort, and the money. So I want you to text the word millionaire to 404-478-7213. This is not for my licensing program, by the way. So when you text the word millionaire, my team and I will reach back out to you, and we'll just ask you a few questions to find out where you are and what exactly are you looking to do, and we can direct you to the program that best fits you. So we have single programs that start at $497. We have single programs. We have programs just on how to start and structure holding companies. We have programs just on financial literacy. We have programs just on real estate investing. We also have a Millionaire Blueprint, which makes up all of those programs. You can learn about holding companies, entrepreneurship, business, real estate investing, creative tax strategies, sales, marketing, all in one. That's a Millionaire Blueprint. We offer that for $1,500, and it's probably 30 times more than each of those single programs. And then we have a Millionaire Mentorship program that we offer for $297 a month. So literally, you could pay $297 a month for 12 months. For 12 months, and you could get access to all of our training information in our Millionaire Blueprint, and our weekly coaching calls, and our quarterly workshops that we teach you the nuts and bolts on sales, marketing, financial systems, operations, and you also get an initial one-on-one coaching session. So you want to take me up on any of those programs, text the word millionaire to 404-478-7213. And it's not about you being serious about me. It's about you being serious about your own success. And if, in fact, you are, then you'll do something about it. Especially because you watch me all the time. Like, you watch me enough to know that, okay, he knows what he's talking about. You search me, you Google me, you go to my platforms and my websites, you see all that stuff. At a certain point, you got to pull the trigger, though. At a certain point, you got to make that commitment. You got to make that decision. One of the biggest compliments I think I've had just within the last couple days was a young man. He reached out to our office. My personal assistant spoke with him. This was Friday, I think. I've never met him. Don't even know him. He doesn't know me. And he is actually an entrepreneur. He's a business owner. He's an investor. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was somewhere out of the country. He's living temporarily in another country, doing some contract work or something. And when he told me where he was, I was like, oh, wow, you're out of the country. I think it was Iraq or something. It was way over there in the Middle East somewhere. And I was like, oh, wow. But he got information from one of his CPAs or somebody, one of the experts that worked for him, about needing to start to structure his business. And so he started YouTubing, and he ran across us, reached out to us, and literally over the phone. He reached out to me, and over the phone, he was like, listen, process my payment. I'm going to pay you for what I need because I already know you know what you're doing. You sound like it. I see you. I follow you. I watch you. I know what you're doing. So I'm going with it. And that's the decision you got to make. At a certain point, you got to trust somebody. You got to lean in. And really, you got to trust yourself and lean into what you know is going to work. Okay? And take that chance on yourself. So text the word millionaire to 404-478-7213. Shout out to Forever Yours. William said he's watching from Flint, Michigan. Shout out to you, my friend. He said, I enjoy watching Prophet Ramonepreston when I can. He proves so many nuggets that are needed within our community of new business owners. Truly amazing. Great points that can cause many to give up and walk away. You're right. Eric Brown, hey man, I appreciate you joining us today. He said, great information. I appreciate all of you that always let us know where you're watching us from. Someone from Oklahoma reached out to us. We appreciate you for reaching out as well. Someone left a comment and said, hey, Mr. Preston, those people doubting your information ain't nothing but haters, because they can easily compare fact check with the multitude of holding company videos available. He says there are lawyers on YouTube that provide holding company information. Yet your information is fundamentally consistent with their info. But it's better, easier to learn the concepts from your videos. So keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Q Products. I appreciate all of you for your comments. Please give me what your biggest takeaway was from today's show. So we talked about how to overcome pain points for your business, pain points in your business, okay? We talked about 3 major pain points: your structure, your systems, and the information that you have or the lack thereof. I would love to know what your biggest takeaway was. If you haven't, please put in the comments what city you watch me from, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube page, okay? I know sometimes Google or YouTube, they want you to log in with your Gmail account. Take a few minutes and do it just to subscribe. Your subscription is needed. It is appreciated, and it plays a big major role in how we continue to move forward to reach more people. This is a part of the vision and the mission that I have, because I want to educate people, I want to inspire people, and I want to impact people like you to fulfill your God-given purpose, whether it's in your personal life, your professional life, or your financial life. So I appreciate you watching the show today. We'll be back tomorrow. Right here, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, same place on the Ramonepreston